Many small business owners have a hard time competing for attention online today, and it's not surprising. It takes a lot of time and effort to create a high quality piece of content. And if you consider that 47% of all small business owners are actually solely responsible for marketing their business, you realize that they probably don't have the time to create content daily and post it on all different platforms. So creating an effective multi-channel content strategy that focuses on content repurposing is therefore essential for small businesses that are looking to generate inbound leads. So today we'll talk about how to create your multi-channel content strategy as a small business. Step 1, develop your content mission statement. When I first came across the term content mission statement in Joe Police's book called Epic Content Marketing, I was wondering, what is the difference between the brand mission statement and the content mission statement? Aren't they the same thing? Soon I figured out the difference. Brand mission statement helps you answer questions such as, whom do you help? What do you help them do? And how do you help them do it? And the content mission statement answer the question, why do you create content? For example, if your brand mission statement is to help busy executives lose weight by working out under 30 minutes each day with your Power Sweat Bootcamp, then your content mission could be to make nutrition and weight loss top of mind for busy executives by offering daily bite-sized, on-the-go pieces of content. So by simply getting clarity on your content mission statement, you can answer so many questions that are related to your content strategy, such as who will you target with your content? What general topic will you cover? How often will you post? How long will be your content pieces? What types of content will you create? A content mission statement also ensures alignment with your team. So if one of your team members isn't sure if a specific piece of content should be developed, they can always refer back to the content mission statement. Step 2, map out your buyer's journey. Do you remember the last time you bought something online? Let's say a pair of running shoes. Let me guess, you probably searched something like best running shoes on Google and found a conveniently available article that reviewed different brands. You found a pair of shoes that you liked, you clicked on the image, and it probably took you to that brand's website. But you didn't buy that pair of shoes right away, right? You probably went on Amazon or Famous Footwear or some other website to compare the prices. Then you probably realized that the prices same, so you went back to the original brand's website because you remember that there was a pop-up that promised you 15% off coupon in exchange for your phone number or your email. So you entered your email, signed up for text notifications, and got your coupon. You added the pair of shoes that you liked to your cart, entered the coupon code, your cart information, and there you go, your shoes are on the way. What a journey, right? Every time a buyer makes a purchase, they go through their buyer's journey. During the awareness stage, they look up general terms such as best running shoes. Then, during the consideration stage, they compare brands. Then, during the decision stage, they decide to make a purchase and become your customer. Remember that this journey isn't linear, and your customers most likely go through many cycles of these different phases of their buyer's journey. But it's important to determine what questions your customers have and what keywords they're searching on Google or YouTube during each stage of their buyer's journey. This will ensure that the content that you create is exactly what your customers are looking for. Step number 3, conduct competitive analysis. The next step in creating a multi-channel content strategy for inbound leads is to look at what your competitors are doing. Most likely, you know who they are. But in case if you don't, you can search your products or services on Google, some of the common keywords that people are searching for. and finding your business and seeing who else is ranking for those keywords. You can then pick 3 top competitors that are closest to your offering. Now it's time to gather data about your competitors and the content that they create. If you have an access to a tool such as SEMrush, you can run a domain analysis on each of your competitors' websites to see what keywords they rank for, what articles get the most views, and how much traffic they get each month. You can then go to their website and blog section to see what content they create and whether or not they have different media files such as videos or podcasts. Then you can check out their social media pages, especially YouTube, and see what content gets the most engagement. On YouTube, you can actually refine videos by the most popular. If you have a particular strength, for example, you're great on video, but your competitors don't create any video content, that's a great way to stand out. Step 4, complete existing content inventory. Chances are you already have some content, whether it's on your website, blog, social media, or even any PDFs that you've created to date. When creating a multi-channel content marketing strategy, you don't have to start from scratch. You can modify it or expand on the content that you've already published. You can also repurpose your blog posts into infographics, podcasts, or videos. But before you can utilize the content that you already have, you need to create some form of an inventory. This also ensures that you don't create duplicate content, which is not great for ranking and also takes extra time and effort. Step 5, develop your multi-channel content strategy. Now that we've gathered all this valuable data about your content mission, your competitors, the content that you already have, it's time to create your strategy. Your multi-channel content strategy should answer questions such as what content you'll publish, where you will post it, and why, based on your company's goals. You can grab my content strategy deck template by clicking on the link below. But what channels or platforms should you use for your multi-channel content strategy? There's so many of them. I like to divide content distribution channels into owned, not owned, searchable, and not searchable. Your website and blog are owned and searchable channels. Email marketing and podcasting are owned but not searchable. Platforms such as YouTube, LinkedIn articles, TikTok, Pinterest, Quora, and Reddit are searchable but not owned. Lastly, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn posts, Snapchat, and Twitter or X are examples of not owned and not searchable channels. When creating an inbound content strategy, I suggest focusing on searchable and owned channels. This way, your inbound lead can actually find you when they're searching for solutions to their problems. Unlike social media, where your posts disappear into the void after a day, searchable channels have the potential to bring you customers indefinitely for as long as the content built on those channels is relevant and valuable to them. What's more, people go to searchable channels to look for solutions to their problems. People go to Pinterest for inspiration when planning a wedding, figuring out how to remodel the house, or where to travel next year. They go to YouTube when they need to figure out how to change the light bulb, or to get a good workout, or find a recipe on how to make a cake. Some people actually use TikTok in the same manner. So searchable channels are places where people go when they have certain problems to solve, not just pass the time like people on Instagram. Once you identify the channels that you want to target for your multi-channel content strategy, I recommend creating a content system to follow to actually execute on the strategy. At the end of the day, it's very costly to create every single piece of content from scratch, so I recommend content repurposing. So step 6 is to create your multi-channel content system. Depending on the time and resources that you have, the size of your team, your multi-channel content system will actually look different. Something like Supercharged Content System course could be the answer. This is the course that teaches you how to create 48 pieces of content in only 12 hours per month. On the other hand, if you want to create more content or you want to hire a team, or maybe you have a team, then your content system may look different. To start, identify people that are responsible for different stages of content creation, such as research, scripting, producing, acting, or simply showing up on camera as a subject matter expert, filming, editing, repurposing, graphics, scheduling, and publishing. Here's what it could look like in practice. Research, virtual assistant. Scripting and producing, producer. Acting, co-founder of the company. Filming, camera operator. Editing, video editor. Repurposing, marketing assistant. Graphics, marketing assistant. Scheduling and publishing, virtual assistant. Some of these roles can be combined, and some of these positions could be contract or freelance positions. Once you identify people who are going to be responsible for these different stages of creating your multi-channel content, it's time to figure out the most efficient way to create all of this content using the resources and time that you have. Here's an example of a content creation workflow. Start by identifying the foundational long-form pieces you can create, such as blog posts or articles, videos and podcasts, or even a newsletter. You can then repurpose these long-form pieces into social posts. After you have your content creation system and workflow built out, now you can start creating your content calendar. Your multi-channel content calendar can be as simple as a spreadsheet that includes graphs such as status, recording date, publishing date, script writer or writer, SME or presenter, editor, reviewer, type of content, blog post, video title, keywords, notes, and so on. You can also use a software such as Asana or Notion to keep track of all of the moving pieces. Step 8, make a repurposing plan. After your long-form pieces of content have been created, it's time to repurpose them into social media posts, such as video clips, text posts, audiograms, and so on. You can use something like Descript to do so. I'll add the link in the description of this video if you want to check it out. Don't forget to grab your multi-channel content strategy deck below and leave questions in the comments if you have any. I'll see you in the next one.